welcome to Burning the Edge. We would like to welcome to the T our host, Mr. Arthur Miller Jr.
We want to bring Bro Powell to the T here. Bro Powell is the owner of the Golf the Yard. There's a golf simulator in Arlington, Tennessee, where you can set up and you can go in and play all some of the big name courses. You got Pebble Beach on there, I think, and Spyglass on there. All that's on there, and get to see your numbers on the track, man. How you doing, Bro Powell?
I'm good, buddy. You doing all right?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man.
Good.
So, first of all, how did you get to the game of golf, man?
My dad was really, and still is, a good player. He grew up in Oklahoma City. He got a full scholarship to the University of Arkansas. He got me into it. When I don't know, I must have been 5, 6, 7 years old. He would drag me out to the golf course, and I just loved it, man. It's just such a cool game. I've just always enjoyed it. So ever since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, I've been playing quite a bit. I got pretty serious into it. We were fortunate enough to live by a golf course when I was growing up. So instead of getting in trouble, my mom would just kick me out of the house, and I'd go at the golf course and just stay out there all day long. Me and my buddies, and we'd hit balls, and that's just the buddies that I made when I was younger playing golf are still some of my best friends today, and I just love the game.
Yeah. So how did you? What's your handicap now?
I don't know. I'm like a +1 or 2.
Okay.
I've got good days and bad days, man. And, I can shoot around par, and then I can go out and shoot 85 just as quickly. So it just kind of varies. Like I played today, I shot 76. We played out at Chickasaw this morning. My game is very, and everybody's does. It's just erratic. It's just... It's such a tough game. That's why I love it. I'm not as good as I'd like to be, but decent.
Yeah. Is that the competitive thing in you, the competitive drive in you that keeps you going, man?
Probably. I mean, and I just love to play.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to me. There's not much better than going out with some buddies in an afternoon and just playing golf. I just like it. I just think it's a great game. It's something I enjoy doing. I mean, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, I just love it. How'd you get into the game, by the way?
I actually, my dad had given me some clubs probably when I was about 18 or so. And I stuck them in the closet, and I never touched them until probably about 8 years ago, about 8, 9 years ago. And I pulled them out of the closet. I said, I'm going to go to the driving range. And I just went to the driving range. And, you hit some and you not hit some, And I end up seeing like a, what was that thing called? Like a Groupon deal or something. And this guy was giving lessons or whatever. And I went and saw him and kind of learned how to at least hit the ball, And just kind of went from there, man. And fell in love with it. First time I stepped on the course. Yeah, you get the bug, It's really... especially when you first start, it's that one shot that you're like, man, if I could do that every time.
Absolutely. I mean, that's, hitting a good solid shot. I mean, it's fantastic. And also that's part of to me, I mean, that's what kind of makes me want to keep going out there is because it's the 7 bad ones, but it's the 2 or 3 that are really good that, makes you keep going out there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Did your dad play a lot of golf?
No, he actually never played. He bought some clubs off of some auction site or something. They were some Wilson titanium somethings or another, one of them complete sets. And
absolutely.
Yeah,
a starter set.
Yeah. And the irons really weren't that bad. The driver and the woods was terrible, but the irons really wasn't that bad.
Right.
And they were just a starter set, and then I think I got me a set of Adams, and
I used to play some Adams clubs.
Yeah, I love those things, man, and just went from there, man. Just fell in love with it, man, and now you can't keep me from it. You know, everybody think they know me because they say, "Oh, he probably gonna play golf." You know, you know, that's the number one thing. You know,
well, isn't that fantastic?
it is.
Hey, look at Arthur. He's probably going to the club or the bar. I'd much rather go to a golf course than
Absolutely anytime.
5 hours to keep me out of trouble.
Right. So, how did you get started with opening the golf the yard, man?
You know, it was my dad. Me and my dad obviously love playing golf. He bought a couple warehouses about 4 years ago, and he renovated one, turned it into a mini storage, and the back area was just kind of open. And we were lucky enough to have Ricky Dyer and Scott Benjamin, a couple guys come in, and they opened up the yard in that space. And there was one little area that was, we didn't really know what to do. They're going to have an office in there. And my dad always wanted to have just a hitting area because we actually have our offices up front at the mini storage. So he wanted a place to, you know, go when he gets bored or sick of working, go hit balls for 30 or 40 minutes. And he did some research on it, and it just worked out where the space was perfect. And originally, we kind of wanted to do it just to have a little area for us to hit.
Right.
But the sucker was kind of expensive. So he was like, you know, the only way we can make this work is if we can get some other people, you know, that like to hit balls when it's hot and rainy or whatever. And, you know, just get some good solid practice done, you know, they can come out here. And so we opened it up, and I think it's been about almost 3 years now, and we don't have a ton of people come in there. We kind of like it that way. We have the regular guys, and you know, it's just a fun place to go in there and just get away and hit some balls. And so, you know, the time between November and, you know, 1st of February, you can actually go and hit and practice and, you know, have some fun, play some courses you never played, just have some giggles, watch some football, whatever. It's that was kind of how it happened. It was all my dad. My dad was the one that did it. He loves golf so much, and I love him for loving golf. But you know, it's been fun. We've had a good time with it.
Yeah.
And you know, you've been up there quite a few times. It's a pretty cool room. We're glad we were happy how it turned out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't know what else you could do to make it any better. You know.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been fun. And if you do have suggestions, I'm always up for suggestions. So
I mean, if you had, you know, a cart girl or something, you know.
You know, I could probably set something up for you. I could probably get one of those girls up front to push a cart down to you, and you could, you know, make whatever you want to make. And I'll see if I can set that up for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, but no, I love it, man. It's a nice room to me, awesome, man. You know,
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's plenty of space.
Honestly, I when we first opened it, I would go up there quite a bit, and I've gotten to where I've, you know, probably once or twice a month I'll go up there and really practice and hit balls. But I like seeing people enjoy it. As stupid as that sounds, I mean, it's cool to see people have fun in there. It's, you know, I'm glad it's worked out.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, if I can go to golf the yard or go to the driving range, I'm gonna pick golf the yard every time. You know, it's just better for me. You know. That's
sweet of you, buddy. You didn't have to stop.
I'm just telling the truth, man. I mean, I'm serious. You know, you don't have to deal with any kind of bugs. You know.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
You go in there and you know you getting even. It's a better experience to me than a driving range. You know, you get to see your numbers and kind of see, you know, it's
productive.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
right. You can go mindlessly hit balls, but if you know, and I do that all the time. I'll go hit balls just to hit balls, just kind of get away. But if you want to practice and get something out of it, I think it's a pretty cool place to do it. So.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So how did you, what made you want to play in the pub links?
Man, I'll play wherever.
Okay.
You know, I haven't been a member of courses all my life. I'm fortunate enough to play out at Spring Creek right now. I've got a lot of good buddies that, I actually play more golf at the Navy base at Glen Eagles than anywhere. I mean, I'll play anywhere, man. I'll play anywhere but Audubon. I cannot play that stupid course. That thing. When I step on that first tee, I know I'm gonna shoot a high number, and I did again. So, I need somebody to teach me how to play that course.
Is it something middle or what?
Me and you need to go out there and you can show me around it. I've probably played it 100 times in my life, and I don't think I've ever broken par there, which I know sounds stupid, but you would think you could shoot a decent score out there because it's all right in front of you. But,
right.
I'm constantly missing greens out there. I'm constantly missing short putts. I'm always short siding myself. I'm turning par fours where I think I should have a chance at birdie until I got a 12-footer for a bogey, and I'm so frustrated. And that course just has my number.
Oh man, that's hard for me to believe, man.
Oh man, it's got me. Do you play out there very often? And why didn't you play? Why didn't you play in the Publix? I thought you probably would.
Well, I play on the amateur tour, so we always have a tournament like that same weekend. They kind of conflict with it, so I just never done it, And then I'm not anywhere near a scratch golfer, I'm high handicap, So.
That's the cool thing about the Publix and all these other things. They flight it. They right. 7 flights or something like that. And I think I've played in it 4 times, and I've been in the championship flight every year, and I've always finished either last or second to last of the flight. I've never won a dime from that tournament ever. They give out like $5,000 per flight, and I've never won a penny. So,
because if I remember correctly, you was close to the top on the first day, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I shot 66, 69, and then I shot 78 at Audubon.
Oh my gosh, man, that's frustrating right there. That's golf for you, though.
That's golf. That's why it's such an awesome game.
Right.
The guy that won, I think his name is Greg.
Greg. Yeah, Greg.
Goodness gracious. I think he shot 62 round 2, and he played behind me. He was in obviously the last group the final day, and he's good.
Yeah. He sees Mark Grace.
He does see Mark. Yeah. I went and saw Mark, I guess about a month maybe 3 weeks ago. And he was telling me that he's been working with him, and he's it's cool. It seems like he is just at the start of learning how to play.
Right.
That guy. And
right.
He's obviously really good.
Yeah.
He hits it a long way.
Yeah.
He's obviously a good putter, so good for him, man. I think, does he go to Howard?
Yeah, he goes to Howard, yep.
How many more years does he have?
This is actually his first year.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good for him.
Yeah, and
he could probably be as good as he wants to be.
Yeah. He has Mark actually has another student too. I think that's an exchange student or something that goes to the University of Memphis. And he says he's pretty daggum good too.
Mark teaches quite a few good
yeah, he does. I'm trying to get my name on that list. That's
man, it's a process.
Yeah, it is.
You can definitely do it. That's the thing. Golf, learning to play the game older in life, even if you start, when you're over 20 years old, it's so much harder to get good because when you're young, you can spend 8 hours a day.
Right.
And you just hang out and you hit shots and you're just playing and having fun. And it's just fun. When you're older, you got to block off time. And when you're practicing, are you really practicing? Are you thinking about work or, whatever?
Right.
But you can be as good as you want to be. It just takes time.
It does. It takes a lot of time.
It does, and patience.
Yeah. So
that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, exactly. So what are your future plans? Are you doing anything other than the golf the yard thing, or you got?
I don't know, man. What do you got going on? I mean, I'm all ears.
Hey, I can't think of anything right now. I want to get you on the Amateur Players Tour, man. Get you playing out there, man.
I got a new wife, and I got married. Well, it's almost been a year. We've been together for almost 6 years. And we moved into a different house. It's hard to convince my wife that going away, like every other weekend it's hard to justify,
Yeah.
And plus, I'm 45.
Yeah, I understand.
So, I mean, I also I like playing in scrambles and four balls.
Yeah.
Not keeping your score on every hole is, I like having partners.
I hear you. I'm gonna have to recruit you to be on one of my teams, then, man.
Sure, buddy. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know my church actually does a tournament October 9th out at Orgle. So not too far from Glen Eagle where you play, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a 2-man.
I played Orgle many times.
Yeah, it's a 2-man. So I'll be glad, man, if you can get your partner and come on out there, man.
Where do you go to church?
Hill Chapel. It's in Raleigh. At Raleigh Grange and Coleman.
I got you.
Yeah, but I'll send you the information and stuff, man, and hopefully you can get your partner. October 9th.
October 9th.
Yes, sir. The second Saturday in October. Hopefully we can get you out there, man. And
I don't know, buddy. That's Arkansas Ole Miss game.
Oh
man. Both my parents went to the University of Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
My wife went to Ole Miss. So we haven't gone to a game to see a game where they played each other. We're going to try to go to that one.
Yeah.
So I can't commit to you now.
I understand.
You may be mad at me and want to go by yourself or something, and I'll be able to play, but I can't promise anything.
I hear you. They're not going to fight over there, are you?
Who knows? We'll wait and see. I hope not.
Is it going to be at Ole Miss or is it Arkansas?
It's in Oxford.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's not in Oxford.
That's going to be hard to pass up, man, right down the street.
Yeah, watch Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, I love watching him coach. It'll be fun whether they win or lose.
Yeah. But man, how's business over there?
At the yard?
Yeah.
It's been good. We probably get in the summertime, we probably get 15 guys a week.
Yeah.
In the fall and winter, and we're busy fall and winter. We actually have some golf teams. We get the Arlington golf team and the Briarcrest golf team. We let them come by and use the room, and that was one of the main motivations for my dad doing it. Besides opening it up, and I said the money thing, and that's true. It was a little more than we thought. That's why. But my dad is always big into junior golf. He's an assistant for the Briarcrest golf team. He just likes to go out and help kids. So we let 2 or 3 different teams come out and use the room. And so summer and fall, it's mainly just high school people and our regulars, but we're pretty busy fall and winter.
Yeah.
I haven't done a very good job of promoting it. I probably should be posting stuff on Instagram and whatever, but I just, whatever.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be a little selfish. I'm glad that sometimes that it's not as busy.
Yeah,
as it probably would be.
To tell you the truth, it gets to be, and I'm glad. I mean, we have our regulars that are easy. Like, I'll just send you the room code, and y'all know how to work everything. Everything's cool. It's it can get kind of busy because I do appraisal work, real estate appraisal work, and so I can do that from anywhere. And we try to meet everybody that's new up there and show them how everything works, just to get them comfortable with everything. And then after that, it's kind of let you go. So it's I kind of like it when it's not very busy. Also,
I understand.
But the more the merrier. If it gets busy, great. If it doesn't, great. It's just it's just cool to have it there, and I'm glad you like it. And I got 10 or 15 other buddies that enjoy it, and it all works out good.
Yeah. I mean, it's just selfish of me, but I like it when I can look in there and Usually I can get in there in the evening times, for an hour or two and not have to, be like, damn, it's booked today. Damn, it's booked tomorrow. Damn,
It's it's kind of an escape.
It is. It is.
I'll go in there and turn the TV on, put it on mute, turn the music on.
Right.
And I'll hit balls with the lights out.
Really?
Absolutely. All the time. And in a way, it helps me. It's a lot of times if I'm trying to hit a shot to a certain number, it's if I can feel it,
right,
and feel how the swing feels, how I'm a little more of a field player. There's a lot of different types of players.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people are mechanical and they'll even do like a clock. You take it back to 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Right,
or whatever.
right.
I'm more of a field player, so I'll go in there and I'll turn the lights off. I'll have the light from the computer monitor.
Right.
That's it. And I'll listen to music and hit balls, and it's kind of a it just relaxes me.
Yeah.
And if you're not a golfer, you don't really understand that, but it's just it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it goes. It's just it's I don't know. It's an escape.
Yeah. I think that most people have their, like you said, their escapes. Or if you don't, then I feel sorry for you. But
if you don't, you have one that you're not telling anybody what it is.
Right.
And I don't want to know about it either.
Right, exactly. I don't want to know either. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get you on here, man, and talk about your experience and how you get involved. We've been trying
to do it for a while.
I know, man. So, what would you say about the Publix? Is it something that's you think is good, or what do you think about the whole Publix deal?
I think it's fantastic. I think that one of the problems that the MGA has, in my opinion, is that it's only for people that are members of clubs, which is, it's ridiculous. It's the Memphis Golf Association. And the great thing about the Publix is that anybody can play. You play 3 different courses. And it's just a good test. I mean, they're all 3 different courses. Fox Meadows, I think Fox Meadows is a good course.
It is.
Every time I go out there, I hit almost every club in my bag. You get to hit all kinds of different shots.
Right.
It has good par 4s. It has some great par 3s. The par 5s are, they're not very difficult, but
right.
That's the part of the fun of it.
Right.
And then you have Galloway, which I mean, I think it's fantastic also.
Right.
It's you can shoot a good number out there. It's got some holes that have some hazards, have some tricky shots, which are fun. And to have a course like that in the middle of the city,
Right.
I lived in High Point for 4 or 5 years, and man, I would spend every evening on that putting green.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. I think you got to put lights around the putting green.
They should. Yeah.
They ought to put lights right by number 10 green and around 9 green.
Right.
And then they ought to have like a 3 or 4 hole setup where you can go out there and they could put an outside bar and, some drinks, people could putt. And I'd go out there and, drink beer and putt until 9 or 10 at night.
Right.
If I was single and lived out there.
Right.
But I love Galloway. And, that the Publix is cool to me because, anybody can play in it. I'll play in it every year as long as I, schedule permitting.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't scream at me. So you need to play in it. It's fun. And they have fantastic payouts. So you don't have to, I mean, if you go out there and shoot, there's a 2-day cut, but the cool thing is that even if you get cut from the final day, they still pay out the remaining flights. So you could go out there, hypothetically shoot 95 and, find out that you won the 7th flight. And literally I think they give like $1,000 to
really.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. Well, it's actually, let me tell you about it. They give it like $1,000 in credit, which is still great. I mean, you can almost buy a set of irons or whatever. I mean, it's very nice.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know the payouts was like that out there, but
It's
yeah,
stupid, man. It's stupid. They pay out almost everything from the entry fees that they get. It's kind of like a thank you to the golfers that play out there all the time. I think it's a great tournament.
Yeah,
I haven't never done any good in it, but it's a great tournament. You got to play, man.
I think I'm gonna try to
next year.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. So, what do you think about the renovations at Overton Park? And now Pine Hill is getting renovated too.
I heard that Pine Hill is getting renovated. I think it's fantastic. Overton Park is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
It's just fun golf,
Right.
I hope that they can keep it in good enough shape where we can all appreciate like what he's trying to do.
Right.
He's got that Sweetens Cove outside of Chattanooga. I've never played it, but a lot of my buddies have, and it's just fun,
Right.
And in my opinion, that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I think it's gonna be cool, man. Play 9 holes and you walk over to Overton Square and have some drinks. I mean, how can you not? How is that not fun?
I don't know, man, but I'm sure somebody can.
It's such a pretty piece. It's a beautiful piece of property.
Right.
I mean, it has some roll in it. It's
right.
I hope it's awesome.
I hope so too. I hope, like you said, they can keep it up, because for them to let it go would be the worst thing.
Absolutely,
that would be the worst.
And I think that. And I'm going to sound stupid here. It seems like the city gave over control of managing it to a private. And, I could probably Google it right now and find out. But I think that they're planning on having a staff there that's going to keep it up how it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be Augusta.
Right.
It's not going to be the old Overton.
Right.
So
as long as they can keep it on a level kind of par with Galloway,
Yeah, absolutely.
I would be happy.
If they can keep it as good as Galloway, it'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
It'll be so good. I mean, it'll be fun, man.
Yeah. So have you seen the prints of Pine Hill? Because they're gonna have a double-ended driving range.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's crazy. It's gonna be and then they're supposed to change the access to it off the interstate. You're supposed to be able to come right off the interstate and get straight to it. So they're making a lot of plans to I guess, to increase the play out there. But a lot of people play out there.
I went out to Pine Hill. They were supposed to have the Publix there 2 or 3 years ago, and I hadn't played it since high school. So I went out there by myself one morning, set an alarm at like 6:30, which is real early for me. And I went out there, played by myself, and it was so bad that I didn't play in the Publix that year because I didn't want to play Pine Hill. It was a cool, fun course, but it was in such bad shape that they ended up not playing that course. But I think they switched it at the last minute. But I'm glad that they're redoing it. It's a fun course.
It is.
It really is.
They got to take care of the greens, man. Just don't let the greens go. You can deal with kind of, somewhat patchy fairways or whatever, but I just hate when they let the greens go. There's
nothing worse. There's nothing worse than hitting a good shot in there and knowing that it's just luck of the draw whether or not it goes in because the greens are bad.
Right.
Good greens. I'll play anywhere if the greens are good. If the greens are bad, I won't. I just won't do it.
Right.
Let's see. They've lengthened the course by 250 yards, 2 new water feature, larger greens, more undulations. Cool. Real good. Yeah, they're going to start. It's supposed to be done by June of next year.
Yeah.
That's good. Awesome. I'm glad they're doing that. I thought somebody told me they're going to redo the greens at Fox Meadows. Is that? Have you?
I haven't heard that.
You got the old school Bermuda, which I like.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I was about to say. I don't know that the greens out there are bad where they need to be redone.
They're always. Well, hold on. Let's see. They're always perfectly fine. They're not great, but they're playable.
Right. Right.
They're always playable.
Right. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing, it's not going to be, the best thing in the world, but as long as it's decent to where
it's good. I like that play.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm glad to see them putting some money somewhere at that company and some golf around here,
Definitely. I mean, I don't know what Memphis courses make money. I'm sure Galway is a cash cow, but I'm not really sure what else. I guess Audubon may make a little bit of money, but what else is there? Pine Hill, Davy Crockett,
Whitehaven. David Crockett, I don't think is open anymore. It's not listed on their website anymore. So
is Riverside still open?
No. That place there deserves to be garbage. The first time I played there, I said they should have paid me to come out here and play.
Well, I regret, isn't it? It's downtown, like
right.
Man, I regret not ever going out there. Seen it.
Yeah, I when I first started playing, and we probably within a year of me starting to play, and I went out there, and I was like, man, they should have paid me because it was just that bad for real, man.
Well, the good news is it's probably only $15.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a whole lot, but I'm like, this is garbage. And I didn't even really know a lot about what's good and what's bad. I just knew this.
You knew you didn't want any point of that.
I told my partner there, I was like, man, I'm never coming back out here. Never, ever, ever. And I really had said the same thing about Overton Park. That's why I'm glad they're renovating it,
Absolutely, man. Yeah. I wouldn't go back out to Overton Park because I didn't. You never knew who was going to jump out from behind a tree and ask you horrible things, or try to sell you something you didn't want to buy. Yeah. So, man, it's I'm glad they're redoing it also.
Yeah, it was the greens for me, man. It was just like I can't deal with bad greens because the strength of my game is putting. Pretty much everything else is up and down, but usually my putting is pretty consistent, but. That's why I can't deal with the bad greens, man.
That's a good thing to have as your strength, man. Being a good putter and enjoy putting is a nice thing to have. You can learn how to hit a golf ball, but being a good putter is, in my opinion, something that you're not born with. But I mean,
I know what you mean.
Sometimes, some people have a putter in their hands and it looks natural, and some people have a putter in their hands and it looks like they're holding a freaking, just something that shouldn't be in their hands. And also, there's nothing worse than hitting a good shot up there and three putting. I mean, I know I'm going to hit bad shots, but missing a short putt or three putting is,
Yeah,
that'll get me to walk up a course a lot quicker than hitting a snap hook out of bounds. I'm going to do that anyway. And hit a shank, shank.
Yeah. Are you a lefty?
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm thinking about getting some left-handed clubs. My wife is. I have to drag her out. We tried to play in a couple little couples 9-hole things, and she's just starting. And so I think I'm going to get some left-handed clubs. So when we play together, it'll be like I'm just starting the game, and I'll feel her frustration. Because
that's a good husband deal right there, man.
Well, I mean, that's the least I can do. I want her to come out there, but I step up and, I act like I know what I'm doing. I can hit it somewhere down the fairway. And for somebody who's just starting, topping it or missing it is frustrating because when you start out, you think everybody's watching you hit.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself. Nobody cares.
Nope.
I mean, we absolutely care less. The only reason we would watch somebody do that is just to be thankful we're not doing it.
Right, exactly.
So I'm gonna get some left-handed clubs. I think I'm just gonna get like a 5-7-9 wedge and a driver.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spend money on them.
Right.
And plus, the older I get, the less flexible. Maybe it'll make me more flexible also, and maybe it'll make my hand,
Yeah. Yeah.
We still go out and hack it around together.
Yeah. That's a good husband for you though, because if my wife wanted to start playing today, I'm not getting no left-handed club. I'm not gonna do it. I top enough shots though that I don't have to do it. I don't have to get no left-handed club.
I know. Well, the thing is that when I hit a bad shot, she'd be like, "What did you do there? What happened?" I'd be like, "What do you mean? I mean, I hit a bad shot." And if I'm playing lefty, she'll just expect it. So
yeah. That's a good plan, man. I like that, man.
Yeah, it's not all for her. It's a little selfish on my part.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you all night, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I really do, man.
You're welcome, buddy. It's always
been fun, man.
We need to find something to play in. I can't commit to that today, but we'll find something. It'll be good fun.
Yeah, hopefully one of these scrambles or something where I'm missing a partner or something, I call you up, man. Hopefully you can come on out or something, man.
Cool, bud. And I appreciate it. I'm glad that you enjoyed coming out to our place.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
Cool, dude.
All right, take it easy, man.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, now. Thank you for listening to the Burn the Edge podcast. I hope you enjoyed our conversation today with William Powell, the owner of Golf the Yard Golf Simulator here in Arlington, Tennessee. I want to send a special thanks out to everyone that came out to the Burn the Edge Golf Podcast networking event at Stonebridge Golf Club. Special thanks to Stonebridge for allowing us to have it there. Special thanks to all the guests, the people that have been guests on the podcast that came out. Special thanks also to Belief Cigars, came out and set up. Gonna make sure we continue to try to support them. So definitely, if you are into smoking cigars, check out Belief Cigars. It's on Elvis Presley. The Burn the Edge Golf Podcast will also be a supporting sponsor at the Barbara Bolton Memorial Golf Tournament held at Orgo Park on October 9th. You can register at www.bbmgt.org. You can also register at hillchapelmb.org. Thank you again for listening to the podcast. We hope that you are enjoying our conversation. We're going to be coming up soon to the end of the season 1. Probably at the end of October, 1st of November, we'll be having our last episode for this year. Please continue to support us. Please follow, like, subscribe. Leave comments, whatever comments that you have, bad, good, negative, indifferent, whatever you want to do. Positive, negative, indifferent comments. Please leave them all. Again, just want to thank you for listening. Thank you for your support.